In the quiet town of Maplewood, there lived a farmer named Jack Turner. Jack had inherited his family's land from his father, just as his father had from his grandfather. The land was fertile, the skies generous with rain, and the seasons predictable. But Jack wasn't interested in growing the usual crops like wheat or corn. No, Jack had a dream: to grow the sweetest, juiciest apples anyone had ever tasted. One spring, Jack decided to plant a special variety of apple tree known for producing the most delicious fruit. The catch? It was notoriously slow to grow. But Jack believed in the dream. He planted the tiny saplings with care, envisioning rows of trees heavy with bright red apples, bringing people from neighboring towns to taste his fruit. The first year passed. Jack watered the trees, tended the soil, and waited. But when autumn came, there were no apples, just small, fragile branches swaying in the breeze. "Give it time," he told himself. The second year came and went. Still, no apples. His neighbors started to talk. "Jack, you should have planted corn like the rest of us. At least you'd have something to show for your work," they'd say with a chuckle. But Jack shook his head. Good things take time. By the third year, Jack's patience was wearing thin. The trees were taller, sure, but there was still no fruit. His friends laughed, and even his family began to doubt him. "Maybe you should give up, Jack," his brother said one evening. 3 years is a long time with nothing to show for it. Jack looked out at his orchard, the trees silhouetted against the setting sun. He felt the weight of disappointment. But deep down, he remembered what his grandfather had once told him. The best things in life aren't rushed. You don't pull on the roots to make a tree grow faster. So Jack kept going. Through harsh winters and dry summers, he nurtured those trees, even when it felt pointless. Then, in the 4th year, something incredible happened. As spring turned to summer, Jack noticed small blossoms appearing on the branches, tiny white flowers that promised fruit. By autumn, the first apples began to appear. They were small at first, but bright and perfect. Jack picked one, took a bite, and smiled. It was sweeter than he had ever imagined. Word spread quickly. People from neighboring towns came to taste Jack's apples, and soon his orchard became famous. By the 5th year, his trees' quills were bursting with fruit, and Jack's patience had paid off beyond his wildest dreams. The same neighbors who had once laughed at him now lined up to buy his apples. But Jack knew the truth. It wasn't just about the apples. It was about the years of waiting, the quiet mornings spent watering the trees, and the trust he had in the process. The orchard wasn't just a symbol of success. It was a testament to the power of patience. And every time someone asked him how he did it, Jack would smile and say, "You can't rush something you want to last forever." If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more inspiring content. Until next time, keep walking your path of greatness.